You laugh differently, depending on who you're with. You speak differently. You even think differently. With some people, you feel confident, but with others, you go quiet, careful, like you're watching yourself from the outside. And sometimes you wonder, which one of these is the real me? You notice it in small moments, a different tone of voice, a different sense of humor, a different level of openness. It's subtle, but it's constant. Around one group, you feel relaxed. Around another, you feel like you have to perform. So you adjust, without thinking, without deciding. It just happens. Later, you replay conversations, wondering why you said things you wouldn't normally say, why you acted like someone slightly unfamiliar. And over time, this quiet discomfort starts to grow. Not loud, not obvious, but persistent. You start questioning yourself. Am I being fake? Do I even have a real personality? Because if you can change this easily, what does that say about who you are? You see, this experience is more common than people admit, but it feels deeply personal, like something is off, like you're missing a stable center. Here's the part that changes everything. You are not fake. You are adaptive. What you're experiencing. Now, to understand this, you have to understand how your brain sees the world. Your brain is constantly scanning. For one thing, safety. Not just physical safety, but social safety. Acceptance. Belonging. Because, well, you see, from a psychological perspective, being rejected once meant survival risk. Being excluded from the group was dangerous. So your brain evolved to prevent that at all costs. Now here's where it gets interesting. Your brain doesn't ask, "Who am I?" It asks, "Who do I need to be here?" And the moment you enter a new environment, it starts adjusting. Different people trigger different versions of you. Around someone confident, you become quieter. Around someone quiet, you become more expressive. This is called self-monitoring. And if you're high in it, your brain reads the room, picks up subtle cues, and shifts without you even realizing it. It's like your identity isn't one fixed thing. It's a system, a collection of possible selves. And your brain simply activates the version most likely to be accepted. Not because you're fake, but because your brain is optimizing for connection. But here's the problem. When this happens too often, you lose track of what feels natural. Not because it's gone, but because it's buried under constant adjustment. So the goal isn't to stop adapting. I mean, you can't, and honestly, you shouldn't. The real goal is to stay connected to yourself while you adapt. First, just notice the shift. Don't judge it. Just say, "I'm adjusting right now." Second, find what stays the same in you. Your values, your interests. That's your anchor. Third, stop over-scanning everything. Sometimes just speak without editing yourself. And finally, let yourself feel uncomfortable without fixing it. Because that discomfort isn't danger, it's just unfamiliar. Think of yourself like water.
It changes shape depending on the container, a glass, a river, a wave. But the water itself stays the same. You are not the shape. You are the substance. And flexibility is not a flaw, it's intelligence. You don't need to become one fixed version of yourself. You don't need to act the same with everyone. And you don't need to force yourself into something rigid. Because who you are was never meant to be static. It was meant to respond, to adapt, to evolve. So next time you notice yourself changing, don't panic, don't judge it. Just pause and whisper, "I'm not fake. I'm responding." And somewhere beneath it all, there is still a consistent you. Quiet, stable, present. You just don't need to force it anymore.